Good morning and welcome once again to Haltom City, Texas. It is Saturday, July 16th, 2011. We're here to watch Keller Gold play in what could be the championship game of this regional. Here come the umpires, signaling they're about ready to start the game. Gold is in the dugout. Looks like they're going to be the home team playing in the field first. And the umpires and the coaches will meet over there by home plate before the game gets started. The first pitch will be in just a few minutes. Today's opponent is Southlake White, who beat the RYA Americans this morning in order to make it to this game. And here comes the first pitch. Ball one. And there's a grounder. Clayton's covering. Jackson's got it, and they got him out. Nicely done. One up. One down. And there's a hard hit ball, a base hit into left. Gray's covering it. The runner made it to second. Gray quickly got to it and threw it into the cutoff man, Hudson, coming out from shortstop. And there's ball one. And there's another hard hit ball. Oh, and Hunter caught that. Excellent catch by Hunter for the second out. That was a hard hit. It was practically a grounder, but it just hadn't hit the ground yet. And Hunter snagged it before it did. There's ball one. And there's a base hit that skirts off of the lip there. Throw into second. Run scores. Hudson hangs onto the ball. No throw. The run was coming in anyway. There's no point in letting the runner on first advance. A good decision. 1-0, 2 outs. Top of the first. There's ball one. And there's a grounder. Hunter fields it. Gets it over to Mason for the third out. So Keller plays good defense to start off this game, breaking a streak of a first inning, giving up a number of runs in the first inning of the past 4 or 5 games. They came out very strongly on defense. Hunter with 2 of those outs. And another where Jackson covered first for Clayton. Very nicely done. Hudson leads off, takes ball one. 2-0. Fouled off. 2-1 now. And there's a hard hit ball. That's fair. They're calling it fair. Hudson's going to his first. He's going to get in. He gets in. They threw it to the cutoff. With a stand-up double, Hudson leads off the bottom of the first. Jimmy off the handle, foul against the fence. Catcher made a good try for it. 0-1 now to Jimmy. And there's a chopper to the third baseman. Jimmy's going to try and beat it out. He does. And Hudson makes it to third. Jimmy hustled. The throw was weak, and it bounced. So runners on the corners, no outs. And Dylan comes to bat. Dylan takes ball one. And there's a hard hit line drive base hit. Oh, good stop by the left fielder. Jimmy's going to third. Dylan is to first, and Hudson scored. So an RBI single for Dylan. Drives Jimmy from first to third. So again, runners at the corners. Scores now 1-1, bottom of the first, no outs, and Gray comes to bat. There's ball one to Gray. And Gray with a high fly ball out here to right field. The right fielder catches it. Jimmy tags up and runs. Gets home. So a nice hit by Gray, opposite field, which is what he does very well. Just was in the air long enough for the right fielder to get to it. run scores. 2-1 now, 1 out. Runner on first. Hunter's at bat. There's ball 1 to Hunter. And there's a hard hit. There's another base hit. Left fielder gets it again. Dillon is going to go to 3. They're going to send him. And there's a bad throw. Dillon is in safely. And Hunter is at second. Dillon hustled over to third. The throw was dropped. It was a bad throw. I couldn't tell. So Jackson comes in. Runners on second and third. 2-1 the score. Jackson takes ball 1. And Jackson with a, yes, makes it, base hit. Dillon's going home. Hunter is at third. They're sending Hunter. He goes home for the 4th run. It was a nice try to the second baseman. He was close to it, but it turned into a nice base hit single for Jackson. Now here's Clayton. 4 runs have scored this inning. So the next run, which is Jackson on first right now. Clayton takes ball 1. Will end the inning. And big hit by Clayton. Big hit by Clayton. A home run. Clayton with a home run over the left field fence. Beautiful hit. Beautiful. It was a line drive shot that just kept carrying. Big hit for Clayton. Ending a 5-run inning. 5-run first for Keller Gold. And so after 1, it's 5-1. And there's an infield fly to open the second, and Clayton gets under it for the first out. And there's a hit that Mason's going to feel. And it gets through. He holds on to it. Runner on first, 1 out. And there's ball 1. 1-1 now. And there's a hot hit. Hunter stops, but couldn't get a handle on. Hudson backed him up. So runners on first and second. 1 out. Top of the second. 5-1 the score. There's ball 1. 2-0. And there's another infield fly that Jackson gets under it. Or no, excuse me, that was Dillon. That is Dillon playing behind the plate. He popped up and got that foul ball for the second out. Excellent play, Dillon. Ball 1. And there's a hard hit ball. Gray's going to go after it, and he gets it for the 3rd out. So Keller's defense coming out strong in the 1st and 2nd inning. The offense couldn't be any stronger, starting off with a 5-run first. Taking it to South Lake White. These boys, they know how to play baseball, don't they? Samuel leads off the bottom of the 2nd, takes ball 1. And there's a hard hit ball. It's a fly ball into center. 2 outfielders who both get under it. That's 1 out. Now Witt takes ball 1. And there's an off the handle grounder. The shortstop does handle it, but Witt beats the throw. Sorry. Witt hustled down that first baseline and beat the throw. The shortstop took a little extra time trying to get a handle on it, and that was all that Witt needed. Grant with a big cut. Strike 1. And now there's a base hit coming right here to right field. And just as a fence, and Witt's already at 3rd. He's going to turn the corner. Grant's safely at 2nd, and Witt scores for Keller Gold's 6th run on Grant's RBI double. Bottom of the 2nd, 1 out, 6-1 the score. Mason takes ball 1. There's ball 2 to Mason, 2-0. swing, fouled it back. 2-1. Two and two now. There's a grounder, that goes foul. So last pitch now for Mason. And there's a fly ball, infield fly to the second baseman. He can't make the catch. Grant, Mason, Grant's going home. Mason's at second. Grant's at home. Beats the throw. They try to the tag. Mason's going to third. And he slides in. The umpire very clearly saw it. He was in a good position. Coach is on. Coaches and the fans of South Lake did not like that, but it's hard to beat Mason. Here's Paul. Paul with a hard hit ball right over second base. Mason scores and Paul's safe on first. Scores now 8-1. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Hudson takes ball 1. And ball 2. 2-0. Oh, and Hudson with a nice high fly ball that's going to go over for a ground rule double. Drives Paul to third. Hudson gets his ground rule double. Very nice hit. We actually kind of wish it would have hit the fence because then Paul would have been able to make it home. But we're not complaining. That was an awesome hit by Hudson. And Jimmy comes to bat. 8-1 rather. 1 out, bottom of the second. Jimmy flies it. It's high. The outfielder's getting under it. They let it drop. Paul scores. Hudson's into third. Jimmy's on first. Runners on the corners for Dillon. 9-1 the score. One more run will be 5 for the inning. There's Dillon with ball 1. And there's a grounder that's going to get out there. 1 run scores. Jimmy's in the second. And that should be the inning. As Hudson makes it into home. So 2 5-run innings to open up the game, and 2 very stiff defensive performances in the first 2 innings. After 2, 10-1, Gold.